Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome. My name is Terry Toomey, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for this afternoon. Before we begin, a couple of housekeeping items. There are 7 emergency exits from this auditorium, one to the left and one to the right of the stage, 2 in the glass walls at the side on each side, and one at the back where you just came in earlier on. Could I also ask you to please switch off all mobile phones before we start? The formal proceedings today begin with the Academic Procession. I now invite you to please stand for the Academic Procession. Thank you, Michael. Please be seated. I will begin by introducing the members of the conferring panel to you. To my right is Mr. Tony Brasil, member of the governing body of Limerick Institute of Technology. In the centre is Professor Vincent Canaan, President of Limerick Institute of Technology. And finally, Ms. Marion Duggan, Head of the Faculty of Business and Humanities. I now call on Mr. Tony Brasil, member of the governing body of Limerick Institute of Technology, to address you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to LIT. Great day for all of us, staff, Board of Management, governing body, and to the students who are about to graduate. It's been a voyage of 3, maybe 4 years for some of you, and it's a great day to be able to celebrate the success of your time here at the college. First of all, I want to say that it wouldn't be possible for many of you to be here without the success of your friends, parents and supporters. And I'd like you to remember that as you go forth from here, that those people, you owe them quite a bit, and always keep that in mind. You also, I dare say, owe quite a bit to this college. And when you progress in your careers and you get promotions and you become heads of various bodies, don't forget LIT. We need help. We need continuing help. For many of you in the audience, this is probably your first time to be here. It's a great place, wonderful buildings, but we're not finished. And as the President will tell you later, we've got permission to spend 34 million on two very exciting projects, finishing the shell of the building at Tesco in Coona for our engineering, and a new IT block here which will come on stream by 1920, and it's going to cost 20 million. A huge vote of confidence. And a very important thing to say to you is that that vote of confidence means that we enjoy the wholehearted support of both the Department of Education and the Minister. This college is held in very high esteem in Dublin, in the national media and in the national organisations that are responsible for looking after the place. So this is a great place. You're leaving the college at a time when we're just coming out of probably a decade, the worst decade of economic turbulence in the history of the country. But the great thing about it is that in that time, we have seen, particularly in recent times, a huge explosion in the number of vacancies that are coming about as a result of the many new firms who are coming into the area. I don't have to remind you about the 300 jobs in Regeneron and the increases in Northern Trust and many, many others. And the one thing that's very important to recognise in all of that, when those people were deciding to come here, and I've been at a number of the announcements for these jobs and new companies coming in, they always said two things brought them to Limerick. One was access to an international airport, but most of all, the access to the academic pool of talent that exists here. We sometimes forget that there's close on 25,000 third-level students here in Limerick. So we have a wonderful test bed, as it were, of people available for the various things. And the great thing about LIT is that the courses that we are providing are absolutely dovetailing with the needs of these new employers. So, in fact, you know, in recent times, the study was given that job vacancies here in this area were the highest in the country at about 34% increase on the previous year. So all of that's great news, very positive, and something we can all be very proud of, and which indeed will lead to a smooth transition from college to employment. And of course, employment isn't the end of education, and every opportunity you get in the years ahead is to continue in some form by continuous education. Because if you're going to succeed in your companies and you're going to be promoted, the more academic achievement you have, the better the opportunity to progress. Sometimes we don't realise that 50% of the entire workforce today has third-level education. When I did my degree, if you had a good leaving cert, it was pretty okay. If you got a degree, it was super. But today, the base degree is the starting point. So, you know, you do have to keep an eye on that if you're going to continue moving up the ladder. One of the things that we should say to you that in graduating today, your third level qualifications have given you and equipped you in a way that will help to avail of the increasing opportunities in the labour market. And we here in LIT not only look after all the people we've here, but we're working with our colleagues in UL and Mary I. And I should also say this, because that's not understood. In this area, the three colleges of higher education, namely Mary I, UL and here, we're all on the same page in what they call the Shannon Consortium of doing the best for the region and for the people. There are many other areas where they don't see eye to eye, This is a great thing, and we've, in all cases, 3 new heads of those different colleges, and they're still holding hands and working together. As we saw here yesterday, when we awarded some doctorates which are co-sponsored by UL. So there's a great harmony. There's no discontent, and there's no infighting, and there's no jockeying for I'm better than you, etc. We're all on the one page, and that's something I just say because it's worth noting. Not often said, but it's a fact of life. So in welcoming all of you here today, I just want to say that your opportunity to do something for your country, for your family, for yourselves is ahead of you. This is a great day for you, a day you'll remember long into the future. I congratulate you on your achievements, which are being commemorated here today, and I wish you a prosperous, satisfying and content future. Thank you very much.
I now call on Marion Duggan, Head of the Faculty of Business and Humanities, to address you.
Chairman, President, distinguished guests, academic staff, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates, you are the reason for this celebration. This is your day. The day when years of study are formally recognised and rewarded. In a few moments, each of you will be centre stage, and rightly so. Enjoy the spotlight, you earned it. Graduation is one of life's milestones. You're leaving behind the safety and security of college for the uncertainty and adventure of the rest of your life. You have no idea what the future will hold, as life will no doubt throw up some surprises along the way, and indeed you may find your career taking a different path from that planned. However, your qualification is akin to having the security of a life belt. It will keep you afloat until you find your own particular niche. In addition to your own persistent effort, today is an opportune time to remember your parents, siblings, partners, children, relatives and friends who, in their own way, have put considerable effort into your reward, to the love, encouragement, counsel and financial support they have provided to you. As you look back over the journey that brought you to this day, I look back over the past year and wish to acknowledge a number of achievements within the academic departments. The Department of Sport developed and obtained validation for a Level 7 add-on programme in community sport development. This programme, which commenced here on the Moylish campus this September, aims to develop high-quality graduates with the skills necessary to succeed in a dynamic, exciting and challenging promotion of sports activities within communities. Being awarded today is the first Masters by Research for the department. Liam Cantwell conducted an evaluation of the legacy which Limerick, being nominated as Ireland's first National City of Culture in 2014, had for sport and physical activity. Congratulations to you, Liam. Students on the Sports Business Management degree programme, run by the department, organised an attempt to break Guinness World Record with Scrum for Axel in the memory of the late Anthony Foley. And that attempt succeeded, with over 1,740 young and old, from LIT students and staff to local primary schools, rugby clubs, fathers and mothers, sons, daughters, right up to pensioners, all joining to create this special tribute to the heroic Shannon, Munster and Ireland rugby legend. Anthony's sister Rosie joined our president in feeding the ball into the world record-breaking scum. It has also proven to be a busy year for the Department of Business. The department developed and obtained validation for a 4-year ab initio honours degree programme in digital marketing. This programme, which will be offered to the CAO for 2018, aims to produce graduates that will have the high-level digital marketing skills required to operate in a workplace where digital marketing is increasingly penetrating through. In addition, the department secured validation for a number of higher diploma conversion programmes, namely in sales and business development, international business, people management and digital marketing. These one-year postgraduate programs, available on a full-time and part-time basis, are designed for non-business graduates and are aimed at providing specific business skills for students who would have studied in other academic fields at undergraduate level. In addition, the Department worked with Pepper Asset Servicing in West Park, Shannon, to develop and deliver a special purpose award in accounting and finance management at level 7 to its employees. Feedback from the award ceremony held last week was that the bespoke nature of the programme enabled the company to see a real tangible added value accruing to the operational level staff who participated in the programme. The department now has over 800 graduates on its LIT Business Alumni group on LinkedIn. I would encourage business graduates here today to join and engage with that group. Not only will it provide a beneficial networking avenue for you with previous year's business graduates, it also allows us to make contact with you. It is great to see one of our accounting and finance graduates back here today, Aisling O'Brien, who will be presenting the Ernst & Young Graduate Accountants Award later. All of this activity would not have been possible without the academic staff behind me. Graduates, these lecturers have worked hard for you and with you to bring you to this day of celebration. So please join me in showing our appreciation to them. It's worth mentioning too that a college like this is made up of many different components and many different people who have contributed to your time here at LIT. Think, for instance, of the administration staff, student service, caretakers and the estates office, library staff and technical support staff. I thank these persons on your behalf. Now I wish to thank the administration staff of the faculty here on the Moylish campus, namely Anne Reedy, Claire Allen, Anne O'Leary and Raquel Cox, for their dedication and hard work. I also thank all those involved behind the scenes in making today's ceremony run seamlessly and acknowledge specifically the efforts of Linda Barry. So a final few words to the graduates. It has been said that for you to succeed, you need 3 kinds of power: the power to begin, the power to continue, and the power to finish. You have now shown that you have all of these powers. Today, assume the 4th power, to go forth. So graduates, I, on behalf of the staff of the Faculty of Business and Humanities, again offer my congratulations. Gunari Boherlat agus Gaurav Mahagat.
I now call on the President of Limerick Institute of Technology, Professor Vincent Canaan, to formally confer the LIT Awards on the graduates.
Harcioni Institute, Bronum Donachtani, Foglamori Institute, Atataration Cagdan Shin Awanchamak. Uzerium go Corfer the Olamori Shin, and Malahar, Conabara, Hervers, Div, go Fermul. On behalf of the Institute, I hereby confer awards on the learners of the Institute who have achieved the standard for those awards, and I ask that those learners be presented to me so that I may formally present them with their parchment.
I now call on President Professor Vincent Canaan to present the parchments and Mr. James Collins, Head of the Department of Sport, to announce the students.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, Department of Sport, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Arts Honours in Business Studies with Sports Management, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Aaron Akindahunsi. Monica Batra. Rodian Besanov in absentia. Brian Carr. Claudia Clark. Dahi Collins in absentia. Dylan Connors. David Considine. James Cribben. Dylan Cronin. Alison Cummins in absentia. Nathan Doyle. Michelle Duggan. Daniel Finnegan. Evan Fitzgerald. Shane Healy. Gary Kelly. Liam Kelly. Shane Kelly. Paul Killeen. John Kinsella. Magdalena Konzik. Danny Lynham. Ronan McDonough. Joseph Madden in absentia. Jordan Marshmont. Michelle Masterson. Sarah Maxwell. Andrew McCluskey in absentia. Colin McCormick. Donnock McGillicuddy. Thomas McKeown. Amy McNamara. Eduardo Moffat in absentia. Melissa Malloy. Jessica Murphy. Sean Murta. Joe Nealon. Aoife O'Connell. Barry O'Connell. Faachna O'Connor. Ian O'Sullivan. Ivor Quilligan. Evan Quinlivan. Gregory Ryan. Yughar Singh. Shannon Smith. Colin van den Dickenberg. Diarmid Wickenden. President, I present to you the following candidate who has successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, Department of Sport, and is worthy of the award of Masters of Arts by Research, and I request you to present his parchment to him. Liam Cantwell.
I now call on President Professor Vincent Gannan to present the parchments and Mr. Owen Sadler, Head of Department of Business, to announce the students.
President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, Department of Business, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business in Marketing and Management, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Jennifer Barrett. Lisa Fogarty. President, I present to you the following candidates who are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Marketing and Management, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Thomas Ahern. Molly Birmingham. Maeve Bostwick. Aoife Carroll. Eric Clancy. Francis Cleary. Joseph Conlisk. David Dempsey. Jamie Fitzgibbon. Niamh Foley. Serena Glennon. Robin Hamilton. Mark Hanrahan. Ross Harrington. Sarah Keary. Adam Kinsella. Jason Lonergan in absentia. Dara Manning. Sophie Mannix. Edward Mellerick. Andrew Minahan. Andrew Moran. Brian Mulcair. Liam Mullally. Aisling Murphy. Garrod Murphy. Bevan Neal. Andrew O'Brien. Michelle O'Brien. Sarah O'Brien. Susan O'Connor. Sean O'Dwyer. Breed O'Sullivan. Clodagh O'Sullivan. Christopher O'Kakey. James Petit. Kamal Prasad. James Quinn. Ailish Radcliffe. Niamh Ring. Stephen Ryan Doyle. Lauren Scanlon. Connor Shannon in absentia. Cian Stapleton. Kevin Sweeney. Jurate Vaikunin. Victor Winarski in absentia. Michael White. Gabriela Zobafikute. President, I present to you the following candidates who are worthy of the award of Higher Diploma in Business Management, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Dara Buckley. Mary Ann Flavin. Colin Ruttle. Gordon Ryan, in absentia. President, I present to you the following candidates who are worthy of the award of Master of Business in Marketing and Management Strategy, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Dylan Burns, in absentia. Megan Cardarelli. John Paul Herr. Michael Joyce. Oisin Kiernan O'Brien. Sandra Leahy. Alison McNamara. Muhammad Azim Mumtaz. Stephen O'Dowd. Dorina Pralia. Pania Lee Rash. Carmel Ryan. Luke Walsh. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, Department of Business, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Enterprise and Innovation, and are the first graduate cohort from that class. So well done. I request you to present their parchments to them. Edmund Davern. Michael Hassett. Gary Kavanagh. Laura McGann. And Eamon O'Carroll. President, I present to you the following candidates worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Law and Taxation, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Emily Carrig. Chloe Hannon. Daniel Healy. Cara Higgins. Clara Lehan. Kira Russell. Devon Staunton. Kindle White. President, I present to you the following candidates worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business in Accounting and Finance, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Sarah Baker, in absentia. Abdulillah Boutelja, in absentia. Helen Curtis, in absentia. David Frank, Jacqueline Lynch, in absentia. Fiona McKee. Aaron O'Brien, in absentia. Claire O'Sullivan, in absentia. Rachel O'Sullivan. Anita Romanovska, in absentia. Shane Ryan. President, I present to you the following candidates who have successfully completed courses in the Faculty of Business and Humanities, Department of Business, and are worthy of the award of Bachelor of Business Honours in Accounting and Finance, and I request you to present their parchments to them. Mesfin Abebe, in absentia. Tamara Abramovich, in absentia. Louise Brown. John Carey. Della Collins. Colm Constable, in absentia. Anne-Michelle Giraud, in absentia. Kenneth Ellis. Maria Henar Hernando. Elizabeth Hogan. Craig Irwin. Garrett Kennedy. Lisa McDonough. Kate McKenna, in absentia. Adrian McMahon. Alina Melikova. Patrick O'Brien, in absentia. Graham O'Connor. Danielle Prenderville, in absentia. Miriam Rhea. Emran Shah. Manvinder Singh.
We come now to the special awards ceremony for outstanding achievement, and I invite Tony Brasil from the governing body to join the President to make these awards. Our first award today is the Allied Irish Banks Award, presented by Sinead Lavin of AIB Bank. The Allied Irish Banks Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Business Studies with Sports Management. And the award goes to Magdalena Konzig. Our next award is the Limerick Sports Partnership Award, presented by Phelan Mackin of Limerick Sports Partnership. The Limerick Sports Partnership Award is for excellence in the final year project on the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Business Studies with Sports Management. And the Limerick Sports Partnership Award goes to Danny Lynham. Our next award is the Ernst & Young Chartered Accountants Award, presented by Aisling O'Brien of Ernst & Young. The Ernst & Young Chartered Accountants Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Business in Accounting and Finance. And the Ernst & Young Chartered Accountants Award goes to David Franzik. Our next award is the Institute of Chartered Public Accountants in Ireland Award, presented by Marion Duggan of LIT. The Institute of Certified Public Accountants in Ireland Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Business Honours in Accounting and Finance. And the award goes to Craig Irwin. Our next award is the Collector General Revenue Commissioners Award, presented by Anne Culhan of the Revenue Commissioners. The Collector General Revenue Commissioners Award is for excellence in taxation and law on the Bachelor of Business Honours in Accounting and Finance. And this is a joint award this year. The Collector General Revenue Commissioners Award goes to Lisa McDonough and Graham O'Connor. Our next award is the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants Ireland Award, presented by James Burke of SEMA. The Chartered Institute of Management Accountants Ireland Award is for excellence in financial management on the Bachelor of Business Honours in Accounting and Finance. And the award goes to John Carey. Our next award is the Bdo Award, presented by Anthony Meehan of Bdo. The Bdo Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Business Honours in Law and Taxation. And the award goes to Chloe Hannon. We have 2 awards this year from Northern Trust, presented by Marion Duggan of LIT. The first of the 2 Northern Trust Awards is for excellence on the Bachelor of Business in Marketing and Management. And the award goes to Lisa Foley. And I'm going to correct that. It's Lisa Fogarty. My mistake. Sorry, Lisa. And the second Northern Trust Award is for excellence on the Higher Diploma in Business Management. And the award goes to Mary Ann Flavin. Our next award is the Southern Marketing, Design and Media Award, presented by Mary O'Riordan of Southern Marketing. The Southern Marketing, Design and Media Award is for excellence on the Bachelor of Business Honours in Marketing and Management. And the award goes to Adam Kinsella. Our next award is the High Potential International Award, presented by Ryan O'Reilly of High Potential International. The High Potential International Award is for excellence in consumer behaviour on the Bachelor of Business Honours in Marketing and Management. And the award goes to Stephen Ryan Doyle. The final award today is the Great Limerick Run Award, presented by Marion Duggan of LIT. The Great Limerick Run Award is for excellence on the Masters of Business in Marketing and Management Strategy. And the Great Limerick Run Award goes to Carmel Ryan. I now call on the President of Limerick Institute of Technology, Professor Vincent Cannan, to address you.
A carja ta ahas and don orm vein shahanu agus boy lo maked vila falcha a curorv goler. Friends, you're very welcome. And just when you thought we were finished, somebody else stands up to give another speech. My apologies in advance for that. I am going to keep you for a few minutes. I hope it's of value. I hope you will learn something more about LIT, our ambition, and I hope you'll learn more a little bit about what's happening around higher education in the country and some of the challenges we are facing in that area. But today is all about the graduates. So we're absolutely delighted to recognise you, our newest graduates. Today is a very special day for you, for your families, but it's also a very special day for LIT. These are the days that reveal to us the value of the work that everyone here has put in over a period of years. You, the graduates, your families, and the staff of LIT. This is the one time in the year when we get to come together as a single community to recognise our own for the commitment, the ability, and indeed the perseverance you have shown in getting to this stage. So to the parents, the guardians, the spouses and families of the graduates, I also say heartiest congratulations, because you too are part of our community. And I am sure that there were times when you didn't think that this day would ever arrive. But it has, thankfully. But perhaps the graduates could now stand up, look to their families and friends, and give them a well-deserved round of applause. So, very good. I'll get your legs working anyway. Now you graduates have received your education from an institution whose roots in technical and artistic education go right back to the foundation of the Limerick Athenaeum in 1852. You all now join a long line of graduates who have gone before you and who took their place in society, and those who helped to mould and shape that society. This is the proud legacy of what you can take with you from here. And this is something that you can take great pride in. Now, this ceremony marks the transition point from your being part of our student community to being part of our LIT graduates. And I know that the staff here behind me are very proud of you, as indeed I am very proud of each and every one of you. And I hope you share that pride and that your families and your communities share that too. But I'd also like, on behalf of all the graduates, to thank all the staff, academic and non-academic, of LIT who have helped you along the way. So sincere thanks to all of you from everybody here. So you graduate today knowing that you have a good education, knowing that you have a respected qualification, one that is recognised by employers worldwide. We develop our programmes with industry, with communities, with state agencies and others. And you will all benefit from this, as indeed will your families and your communities. Indeed, the economy and the state will be changed by your interactions. Now, you're emerging into an economy that has improved immensely since the time you entered LIT. In fact, on Tuesday morning, the Irish Jobs.ie Jobs Index showed Limerick to be outperforming every other region in the country in terms of new job vacancies, and with a 43% increase in job vacancies in the third quarter of the year compared to the same period in 2016, and a 22% increase on job vacancies on the second quarter of this year. Now, this is due to the employers such as Northern Trust and Regeneron, and just in the last number of weeks, a sports company, Stats, from Chicago, in the whole sports data and internationally focused, announced the creation of 100 jobs for Limerick. So this is a broad-based jobs activity. It goes across the social, cultural, culinary, food, tourism, and lots of industry. And it's great to see areas like in places like Adair Manor reopened in this region, high-end activity, and taken on a lot of our graduates. This was the first year that we had a dedicated event for food and tourism, a career event for food and tourism in this in LIT. So the future is looking bright in terms of you, the graduates, because we have great influence over what's happening. Because when you look at what is underpinning these job figures, LIT is a major factor. Companies invest when there are graduates available in the areas they need them in. Now, one of our hallmarks is that we are plugged into our industries and our service providers. We deliver the kind of education that employers need. You can hit the job or hit the ground running. You have the skills as well as the experience to make a difference in the workplace straight away. Now, about 9 out of 10 people graduating from LIT last year went into paid employment or further education. And the prospects awaiting you now are better than those that have awaited many of the classes that went before you in recent times. This region has entered into a virtuous cycle where investors come here to capitalise on the assets the region has. And chief amongst those assets is the supply of highly qualified graduates like yourselves. Recent FDI announcements have highlighted this factor as the main determinant of their decision to come to Ireland. Skills, not tax. Of course, the more they invest, the more economic activity increases and the more jobs are created. And the work you will do as graduates, as you work through your careers, will help give rise to further employment. Now, I am very pleased that we in LIT have been successful in having 34 million promised to us by the Department of Education and Skills this year for 2 major capital projects. I'm just going to say it again because I love that figure. 34 million has been promised to us by the Department of Education for a new 14 million engineering focused campus at Cuna out the road, and we're going to have a new 20 million science and IT building here in Moylish. Now, these 2 projects are transformative for LIT, but they're transformative for all of LIT, not just engineering and science and IT, but for every facet of what we do, including business, humanities, sports, etc. Because as we decant from our current positions in engineering and science, we will backfill those with opportunities in other areas. These 2 projects, along with the new Northern Distributor Road, which will form a knowledge corridor between Cuna and the National Technology Park in Plassey, these are all developments that will help to keep the virtuous cycle going. They will help to maintain and keep the economy developing, and they will help to sustain the jobs which will underpin many of your careers. And we've learned to work collaboratively in this region. As Tony says, we're working very closely with UL, Mary Immaculate College, to develop new areas, to collaboratively share knowledge and all our experiences in the hope of creating a better region. Now, I think the benefit of these government decisions will be felt for quite some time to come, and the investment the state is making in us will be repaid in spades. Of course, a lot of our graduates, and many of you gathered here today, will go on to do postgraduate studies. And again, I'd like to recognise a Master's by Research that was handed out here today, which is a great culmination of a lot of work. Because we have over 100 people doing research postgrads here at the moment in a large number of areas. But we're also working with over 100 entrepreneurs, people creating jobs in the future. At each of our educational campuses scattered throughout the region, we have co-located an enterprise centre, and those enterprise centres are hugely successful. We work with companies like our state agencies like Enterprise Ireland to support those companies. So you would think I'm a very happy man, and sometimes I am. But there's a but. There is a but, and it's a very significant but. While the deficit in capital funding that the Institute of Technology sector has experienced for nigh on a decade, that's finally starting to be addressed. This is only half the issue. The other half is how we keep funding higher education in such a way that people from right across our society can access it. There is no point in building new buildings if we make higher education less acceptable or less accessible to people. To make the state's investment in our infrastructure work, we need people to use that infrastructure, to learn, to develop, to reach their potential. It must be accessible to those who would derive benefit from it. Now that's the question that continues to rear its head as the Oireachtas considers the Cassell's report. That report is an examination of options for funding higher education into the future. And the backdrop to the Cassell's report is that larger numbers of young people, and not so young, than ever before in the history of the state are looking for higher education. And more jobs are being created which require higher education. And that means that more people have more demands on this higher education system. But this in turn means that more funding will be required, because the funding that is available at the moment cannot sustain the demands that are coming down the tracks. This is what a funding crisis looks like. And we have one in Ireland, and it's pretty stark. Cassell's found that the system in Ireland needed an investment of €1 billion over the next 15 years, above and beyond current funding, just to get back to the standards that we enjoyed in 2008. 2008, because of the loss of investment since that time. Cassell's report came up with 3 options to fund students into the future. But for me, there is only one critical point for the Cassell's committee. The outcome must ensure increased access to higher education and not lead to a decrease in that access. That is what we all need. Now, I'm not sure how many of you graduates here today would have had to think twice about coming to college if you knew that you would have to repay a loan for fees, and a loan that would probably cost you tens of thousands and would take you years to pay off. Because that is the major option that is now being considered by the Oireachtas Committee for the future funding of higher education. Now, I know there are people here today who would not be here if we had fees and an income contingent loan system to pay for them. And that tells me that such a system has the potential to reduce access by removing the ability of some people to get into higher education. I don't want that, and I don't think the country needs that. That is the system that is currently operating in England, and all the latest research from London Economics and the IFS says that access is starting to go backwards. There is a lot of work there that we need to pay heed to. So I am worried that funding higher education solely on the reintroduction of fees alongside an income contingent loan system in Ireland will serve neither individuals nor the country, because it will discriminate against those who simply do not want to take on large debts at the very start of their careers just to attend higher education. It will reduce net earnings for graduates. It will make certain professions, including the caring professions, less attractive, and will discriminate against parents who take time to have children or indeed to rear them. If we can see that the UK has made mistakes and is storing up problems for itself, why should we in Ireland make the same mistakes and store up the same problems? Now, I'm not saying that loans having a role to play in funding education. We all know that credit unions and banks have been funding education for a long, long time. But what I am saying is that introducing fees with a loan system to blanket fund students means that you are fundamentally rebalancing the financing of higher education in Ireland from the state into the private realm. It is starting to make the education you received into a commodity rather than a right. Because graduates tend to have a lower use of the state's medical facilities. They tend to earn more money and therefore pay more tax. They tend to require less social and housing supports, and they are more likely to generate employment. So in short, higher education is a win-win and should be treated as such. The new economy that we are creating here demands highly skilled workers, and we need to fund quality teaching and learning. This is imperative after years of erosion, where we saw student numbers increase by 34% in 7 years, while core staffing dropped by 12%. Recovering from this situation is what the Gazelle's report is concerned with. We cannot afford to leave anybody behind. Nobody, no state can afford that. If someone gets a higher education, if it's an apprenticeship, a level 6, a level 7, a level 8, it brings huge benefits to society. It's transformative for certain cohorts of society, but the point is, it is society that is the big winner overall with higher education rather than just the individual. And that's the way it's been portrayed currently in the media. So we're at a crucial point in the future direction of the entire higher education system. And the decisions that are going to be made now in the near future will have a huge implications for all of us. Now, I don't want to see a half-empty room in here in 5 years' time because people couldn't afford to come to college. The state is the biggest benefactor of investment in education. I'm nearly the end of my rant. I'm not, just slightly there, but a little bit more to go, but I'm getting there. But I'm going to leave you now with a story. Maybe it's a story that emphasizes this point. I'm going to call this, it's about a student, and I'll call him Patrick. Now, Patrick had the opportunity after secondary school to go back to higher education. It didn't really hold him back, though. He worked as a truck driver, as indeed his father had before him. He married, had 3 children with his wife Margaret, and they built a good life together. But there was something in Patrick, some unfulfilled ambition, some feeling that he could do more. So when circumstances allowed, Patrick sat down with Margaret and decided that he was going to go back to college. This is a working man, a wife and 3 children and a mortgage. He came to college here in LIT because he got a state grant in order to facilitate that. Now, if there had been a loan system in place, how would he have done that? Given up his job to go back to college? A mortgage? 3 children? Who's going to finance that? Who is going to give him a student loan when the classical view of a student is an 18-year-old? Well, you don't give him a loan. You give him a grant. And his family, his community, our society reaps the benefit. Now, that's what I mean when I say that access is important and that we all benefit from it. So back to Patrick. Patrick cycled from his house to Thurles railway station every day and took the train to Limerick and cycled from Limerick station to Moylish. He studied hard. He never missed an assignment. He never missed a deadline. He never missed a class. Just like all the graduates here today. Patrick got through it. Patrick graduated from LIT yesterday with a degree in mechanical engineering. He's one story in a sea of stories that are here today, because every one of the people graduating here today has a story. Now, that was such a poignant story that it ended up in drive time yesterday afternoon between 5:45 and 6 o'clock. It's well worth doing it. I was on it as well. It And I believe passionately in the power of education to change lives. And what I don't believe in is the interference of government to take away that right from others. So, now I'm finished my rant. So today is about celebration, though. It's about reward. You've all done it. You've all made it through. Everyone here in LIT wishes you all the very best in life for the years ahead. We hope you remember us fondly, at least occasionally remember us fondly, and please stay in touch through our alumni organisation. Cogarjahas o Cree Liv Golair. Congratulations from the heart to all of you. Guramila Mayo of Golair. And I hope you've had the time of your lives.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon for this conferring ceremony, and also for bringing the wonderful weather. We don't normally get this in November, so thank you. The official photographers are located outside on the main concourse if you want to pick up some photographs afterwards. You're invited to join us for some light refreshments in the Green Room restaurant, which is the next building down here to your left. I now declare this conferring ceremony closed. Please stand for the academic procession.